Amazing. I am making a quick video for all of you because you people were saying you didn't understand anything that I shared with you. Do you remember once in our last days we did an activity in which you have to make your own leader, and then the leader, we play a teacher student role and your leader was your teacher, and you advised her to choose few activities for you. You talked about something, you discussed about a topic, and also you gave your teacher few suggestions how to teach you. If you remember that activity, actually the topic of that activity was making requests and giving suggestions. Okay, so today I am teaching you how to make a request. This is the part of your course outline, so consider it a necessary act. I am just reading these points so that you have an idea. When we do request, of course, when we need something, when we are a needy person, we need something from others. When I need something from you, I'll use a very polite and soft language by using some humble words, and I'll show the humble attitude. Okay, so this is how I'll make requests. For example, if I need something from you, I'll ask, excuse me, if you mind providing me a cup of coffee. Can I say it, hello, listen, give me a cup of coffee. Even though I am requesting, but my attitude and the selection of word, it shows like I am giving order. And when I use this kind of language, I am definitely sure you won't even listen to me, or even you'll be angry at my attitude. This is how our elder sister, by the way, do use the same attitude at home, and the siblings who are younger than the elder one, and they always complain about her attitude. Okay, so this was again the part of a joke. Let's back to the selection of language or the word you use to make request. So here are few words. You can see the first line, below the first line. Do you mind if I, here you are, is it okay if I telling me, could you turn things, what's the problem, can I borrow, go ahead. These are few words that you have to fit in these blanks, right? Okay, I am filling few for you. Okay, so the conversation number 1, I'll fill conversation number 1. I want you to do conversation number 2, 3, 4 in tomorrow's class. Okay, so hello. Now what should be next to hello? You have no idea what should be next to hello. I mean, which phrase suits here. So what you have to do is to read the whole sentence. Hello blank, turn the music down please. Now I'll add sentences, phrases here. Hello, do you mind if I turn the music down please? It seems good. Hello, is it okay if I turn the music down? Yes. Hello, could you turn the music down? No, this is something different, so this one is not okay. Hello, what's the problem? Turn the music down please. No, this is not okay. Hello, here you are, turn the music down. No. Hello, telling me turn the music down. No. Hello, thanks, turn the music down. Never. Hello, can I borrow, turn the music down. So you see, all these phrases don't suit in this gap. Only 2. Hello, do you mind if I turn down the music? Or hello, is it okay if I turn down the music please? Now, which one is correct? Let's move to the rest of the sentence. It's 1 o'clock and I'm trying to sleep. So hello, do you mind if I turn the music down? It suits here better than is it okay if I turn the music down. But by the way, they both are correct. Okay, oh sorry, is that better? Yes. Now yes, and what should be the next? Yes, here you are. perhaps I can get more sleep now. Good night. So you see, you can use, or you can say yes, thanks. You can also you choose thanks. Perhaps I get sleep some sleep now and good night. So use these words, phrases, and fit into the blanks. Okay. And then there is another exercise. Match the sentence A to H with the correct reaction. Okay. Can I have a glass of water? Now someone is asking for a water, so what should be here? You can choose the column opposite to it. Yes, of course. What about? So it won't suit here. Oh sorry, I said we only have dollars, so no, because the person is requesting for water. So let's see. Hey, 6, of course there is a bottle in the fridge. So this is how you have to cross match the columns. And then with your teacher, act out. Okay, you may leave if you want to, this one. And then there is a great conversation. Could you do me a favor? When we are asking for a favor, what we usually use words, or which language we should use? I am reading first paragraph of this conversation for you so that you have idea how to do it. Receiver A. This is the heading. Receiver A, roommate at home, and caller, roommate at work, right? So A calls and A says, hello. B, hi Mandy, it's Jill, I'm still at work. A, work? I thought you got off at 4 o'clock. B, I was supposed to, but I had to meet the boss. Listen, I'm running late. Could you do me a favor? So see how to make a request. Could you do me a favor? Could I ask a favor of you? Would you mind doing me a favor? So you can use either any of these three sentences here. And then in reply, how to respond a favor. I mean, if someone is making a request, how to respond that person. Sure, anything. What do you need? B, I'm having some friends over for barbecue tonight. Could you thaw out some steaks for me? So thaw out steak means to arrange or to make or to buy steaks and to put it on grill and do grill for the person. Okay, and this is how you have to do. Could you do me a favor? Okay, and then here is the columns with captions. You have to fill these columns as well. Okay, so and at the end you have few roles that you have to play. You can also leave if you want to, or if you want to practice it, you can read on your own. And your homework is to write similar to it, to make a request from a person and write a dialogue. Okay, so this is all about making requests and answering requests and using appropriate language. If still it is not clear, you can ask me like in comments, then I'll help you.